Hi guys, what's up, fellow? Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the best pink perfumes. I did just recently do a huge perfume collection, so if you guys are interested in seeing all of my perfumes, including some of the pink perfumes I'm not talking about today, definitely be sure to watch that. It's such a good video. I did a lot of narrowing down in today's video because I'm just trying to show you guys the best pink perfumes that are the most feminine. They're just so pretty, they smell so good, and they're very long lasting. Everything that I talk about is linked down below for you guys to shop if you guys are curious and you want to take a look for yourself. But without further ado, let's get into it because your girl loves perfumes and I love talking about them. Also, this is in no specific order. I'm just going to be talking about all the ones that I have picked from my perfume collection to talk to you guys about. Starting off with the iconic Born in Roma by Valentino. This is such a classic fragrance. I've been through so many of these. This is considered a warm floral. It's got black currant, it's got vanilla bourbon, and then of course there is some jasmine in here as well. I love this perfume so much. It is the most long-lasting perfume on me, and it just continues to get better throughout the day. I also have little travel sizes with me that I use in my purse or when I travel. Something to know about this perfume too, and something that draws me towards a lot of perfumes, is the pink pepper smell. I am just so obsessed with the pink pepper. Pink pepper is described as a fresh, spicy floral with a little bit of rose in it as well, and that is something that draws like a little bit of that powderiness for me, and then also that feminine, and it just combines, and it's just such a good smell. So I love this one so much. I know so many people who love this perfume. Also love the classic Valentino studded bottle. Genuinely obsessed with this, and it is just so good. Louis Vuitton California Dream is going to be our next one. I did get this for Christmas. I use it very sparingly because it's so expensive. Love the bottle. I smelled this for so long in the store and was like, I need to have this in my perfume collection. It's got musk, it's got orange, it's got pear, it's got all the good things that really make a perfume smell so good. It definitely has an aquatic scent profile to it as well, and I really feel like for the most part, I smell the fruity and the musk and the orange right off the bat. It's a very fresh smell, and this is definitely one of my most long-lasting perfumes. Anything from Louis Vuitton is extremely long-lasting. The notes are very, very nice, and I love the bottle as well. Probably one of my top 5 perfumes that I have. It's just so good. This is my most affordable perfume in all of my collection, and then also in this perfume video. So this is going to be from Amazon. The brand is Amirat Al Arab. I think I'm saying that correctly. I am obviously Middle Eastern, as most of you guys know, and this is the Princess of Arabia Priv Rose. I will say this is not the most long-lasting one, but it really does have a great scent profile, and you can't really like smell it on like while you're walking throughout the day, but you can smell it on your skin still. Top notes are strawberry, grape, and orange. In the middle you have gardenia, you have musk, you also have rose, and in the base of the perfume you have very like woody smells, which honestly kind of give it that like hookah smell, which is definitely not everyone's cup of tea, but it's tonka bean, it's sandalwood, and then you also have a little bit of amber in there to really zhuzh it up. So I love this one so much. Obviously when I spray it, at first I smell a lot of the base notes, and then once it sits for a second, I really start to smell the orange, the grape, and the strawberry. It's definitely a bit more of a woody fragrance, if that makes sense, but I really love it, and it's just such a classic. But I feel like it's an acquired smell because it kind of smells like hookah. But I'm not complaining because I love me some hookah. Next up from Perfumes de Marly, we have the original Delina. This is such a classic. I've been using it for such a long time. It is just really one of those scents that just brings me back to the original Bella. I am obsessed with it. Main accords are going to be rose, fruity, floral, and fresh. It really does have a strong scent of rose. That is the main thing about this perfume, is it just smells like roses, which I honestly love. It's very girly, it's very feminine, and it's extremely long lasting. When I tell you I wear an outfit and then I go to wash it the next day and I just get hit with this, I literally think this is like one of the most long-lasting perfumes. I also love the luxurious bottle. It is absolutely gorgeous. Top notes include lychee, bergamot, nutmeg, and rhubarb. In the middle, you'll find a beautiful peony and Turkish rose smell, which is honestly the heart of this fragrance. And in the base of the perfume that really brings it all together, you'll find cashmere, you'll find incense, and just those really deep base notes that just pull in all of the fruity, the rose, and the floral. It just has a really strong fruity and floral profile, which I absolutely love. It's such a classic, and I will always repurchase this one. And then of course I had to mention Delina La Rosee. I love this one as well. These two are completely different smells. This is going to be the classic Delina, and then this is the La Rosee edition. It has the same top notes as the other, but you're going to add pink pepper to this one, and it has a very aquatic and watery smell. It's a lot lighter than the original Delina. You still have Turkish rose, you still have peony, but the aquatic smell, which is like the water notes of it, really make it a lot lighter of a fragrance, which is honestly, in my opinion, a little bit better for summer and hotter days because it just smells less intense and less heavy than the original Delina. I do really love both. I feel like they both smell completely different on me, and that's why I like to have both, but they still have a very rosy smell and also very floral and fruity. I also have this little one to travel. This is the La Rose edition. I do feel like I like it a little bit more than the original Delina, so that's why I have this one for traveling. Kayali Yum Boujee Marshmallow is probably one of my new favorite fragrances that I've gotten in my collection. It launched in the past, I think, 2 or 3 months. When I tell you this is just like straight like strawberries with marshmallow, it literally is. Like, imagine like a very light marshmallow smell with a bunch of strawberries. Also has a great like whipped vanilla smell and also a little bit of coconut with musk. I just feel like this is such a girly smell, and I feel like not a lot of people have been talking about this since it launched, but this is one of my favorite smells from Kayali, and it is very long lasting. I do smell the middle notes in this the most, which is going to be like the marshmallow, the strawberry, the coconut. And then towards the end, I smell the raspberry, the musk, and the vanilla bean. So this is such a good smell. It's very light-hearted. It's just very... it's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like very uppity. It like really brings up your spirits. Cannot recommend this one enough. I feel like a lot of people need to go smell it in Sephora so you can really understand how good it is and how girly and fresh it is. Glossier You has been my favorite for so long, and I feel like the reason is because it is just like straight pink pepper, which is my favorite note in a perfume. I do smell a lot of the ambrette as well, which is another reason why I like it. I really like the dark smells. I really wish this lasted a lot longer on my skin. I will say it only lasts like 3, 4, maybe 5 hours, and I feel like I have to respray it. But honestly, the smell when it first hits you is just so good, where I feel like I can never not have this smell. I did start purchasing it in college, and ever since then I've just been so hooked to it because I feel like I started wearing it when I was in college, and it just brings me back to the old days when I didn't have a lot to care about and I didn't have a lot of worries. So this is just a smell that is just so classic and so like special to me. But this is probably the most powdery and the most musky one out of all of these feminine pink fragrances in my opinion, but I love it. You should definitely go smell it. It's now sold on Sephora and then I believe also on Glossier's website. Flowerbomb by Viktor&Rolf is another classic. Not only is the bottle just so adorable and it really truly matches the name, it's got some tea in it and also has some jasmine and bergamot. I smell a lot of patchouli with this one, and I also smell the vanilla in it as well, but the main smells when I smell this, let's talk about that. Patchouli, tea, and rose are the 3 main smells when I smell this. It is just such a classic. It's very light on the skin. I'm actually kind of surprised that it doesn't have like more aquatic and watery notes because it is a very light, flowery smell. It's nothing too overpowering, and it does not smell like powder whatsoever to me. Burberry Her is my very last one, and dare I say I saved the best for last, possibly. I really love this one. I do want to smell the perfume version because I know that this is a perfume, but honestly, it doesn't last a lot on me, like a long time. I feel like it's more of like a, I don't know, like a toilette. I really only smelled the top notes in here, which is just like black currant, it's strawberry, it's blackberry. Definitely has sour cherry, mandarin, and lemon. I just smell all of the fruity vibes with this one, and that's my reason for loving it. There's like absolutely like no rose smell in this at all. It's really just straight like berries. And that is like my best way to describe it. It's macerated just a little. It's a little bit more yellow than it used to be. This is probably like my 3rd or 4th bottle since buying it a few years back. It's just such a good one. Every time I spray it, it just feels so light. It's very fresh. It's not overpowering at all, and I really like it for an after shower smell because, again, it doesn't last too long on me, so maybe that's why I need to smell the perfume intense one. I do really love all of my pink fragrances. All of these are such good fragrances, and I really think that you are going to find at least 1, 2, or at least 3 that you love from this perfume video. But I definitely recommend watching my perfume collection because I have so many other fragrances in there and I explain all the notes, and it's just such a good video. And honestly, my perfume collection is ever growing because I'm always buying a lot more. My quote of the day is, if it comes, let it. If it goes, let it. That is it. If the door is supposed to be open, it will stay open. If the door is supposed to be closed, it will stay closed. Never try to open a door that has been closed by God for you. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys found this video very informational and helpful for you to find some signature fragrances for yourself. I can definitely do one that's like more like vanilla based and that kind of thing if you guys want to see that. But I'll see you guys in my very next video. Mwah. Bye.